Today, we unravel the 5 hidden dangers lurking in your travel plans and how these challenges are uniquely different due to the physiological changes that come with age. Not only does recovery take longer, but the margin for error is now razor thin, making awareness your most vital companion. Stick with us as we dive deep into each of these crucial points. By the end of this video, you'll be prepared for your next adventure, safely and confidently. Imagine you're embarking on a long-awaited journey. The air is filled with excitement and anticipation, but beneath the surface, there's an invisible danger lurking that many travelers over 65 often overlook. Welcome to the first hidden danger on our list, which is the cascading health crisis, an insidious trap where minor health issues can rapidly escalate into serious health crises. Consider the story of Mr. Harrison, a seasoned traveler in his late 60s. Having planned a dream trip to explore Europe's hidden gems, Mr. Harrison felt a slight sore throat mid-flight, thinking it was just a minor inconvenience. By the time he landed in Paris, his condition had worsened. He was dealing with a high fever and a persistent cough. Now, for younger individuals, this might not seem particularly alarming, but for Mr. Harrison, this seemingly minor ailment began a domino effect. Due to discomfort and fever, he found himself unable to sleep well, night after night. This lack of rest left him feeling fatigued and disoriented. As the days wore on, the stress of illness disrupted his normal medication routine. Suddenly, a simple cough blossomed into a full-blown respiratory infection. While attempting to navigate this new and bustling environment, Mr. Harrison experienced a fall during a leisurely walk along the Seine, exacerbated by dizziness from missed hypertension medication. What began as a simple sore throat had cascaded into a dangerous combination of untreated conditions, turning his dream vacation into a medical nightmare far from home. However, this doesn't mean traveling should be shelved away with other untapped desires. Instead, understanding the potential pitfalls and taking preventative measures can signpost a successful and healthy adventure. That's where hydration, sleep, and medication management come into play. Firstly, ensuring proper hydration is paramount. Dehydration can exacerbate any existing health condition, making it crucial to regularly drink water, especially during flights where cabin air is notoriously dry. Mr. Harrison would have greatly benefited from keeping a water bottle with him at all times, refilling it as necessary to keep dehydration at bay. Secondly, prioritizing sleep cannot be overstated. Establish a calming bedtime routine even while traveling, perhaps through a trusted sleep app or soothing music, to ensure your body gets the restorative rest it needs to fight off potential illnesses. Maybe Mr. Harrison could have packed a travel pillow and some earplugs to improve his sleep quality, even in unfamiliar environments. Third, always prepare a contingency medication pack. This ensures you have an extra supply of essential medications, and don't forget to include a list of all your medications with instructions. Consult your physician before your travels to see if any additional medications, like antibiotics, might be warranted as a precaution based on your itinerary and medical history. This forward-thinking approach could have saved Mr. Harrison the trouble of dealing with his escalating health predicament. Traveling after 65 can be wonderfully enriching, offering new experiences and connections, but it's crucial to be proactive in health management to avoid a cascading crisis like Mr. Harrison's. By following these precautionary steps, you can secure not just tickets to your destinations, but also confidence in a journey well-traveled and well-enjoyed. Hidden danger number 2 is cognitive and sensory overload, also known as the noisy brain hazard. As we age, our brains naturally find it more challenging to filter out the plethora of sensory inputs thrown our way, especially when traveling. Think about bustling crowds, the constant hum of noise in busy streets or train stations, and foreign language signage that seems to be everywhere when you're in a new country. For the aging brain, these stimuli aren't just distractions, they quickly accumulate, leading to something called cognitive overload. This overload can sap your mental reserves, leaving you feeling confused or panicked. When your mind is frazzled, it's far too easy to become susceptible to scams. Or, in a frazzled moment, you could overlook a critical step and find yourself in a preventable accident. Mrs. Chen, a seasoned traveler in her late 60s, just landed after a long-haul flight. Feeling weary, yet eager to reach her hotel, she stepped into the arrivals terminal at the airport. Overwhelmed by the foreign signs and the clamor of intersecting conversations and loudspeakers, her focus slipped. At the taxi stand, a polite man offered to help her with her heavy luggage and direct her to the taxi line. Seemingly an act of kindness, it was, unfortunately, something else entirely, a scam. Before Mrs. Chen realized it, her passport and vital medications had vanished with the stranger into the hustle and bustle. Older travelers can take proactive steps. First, incorporate mandatory 30-minute quiet breaks into your schedule. These short, restorative pauses can work wonders to clear the mind, whether you're sitting in a quiet cafe sipping tea or retreating to the sanctuary of your hotel room. Next, advocate for the look twice rule. Before making any travel transition, be it boarding a train, crossing a street, or even entering a building, take a brief moment to scan your surroundings twice. This simple act can prevent undue haste, allowing time to catch potential pitfalls. Finally, enlist the help of a travel buddy, even if it's a virtual one. Having a remote contact who checks in at key moments can be both comforting and practical. This could be a family member or friend back home who calls you when you arrive at your accommodation or after you've cleared customs. Knowing someone else is aware of your whereabouts can not only provide peace of mind, but also act as a safety net in hectic situations. These strategies are not about restricting your travel experiences. They're about empowering you to explore with confidence, ensuring that your adventures remain enjoyable and safe. As Mrs. Chen learned the hard way, preparation and precaution can make all the difference when navigating the sensory storms that come with venturing into the world. When traveling, especially across multiple time zones, there's a critical danger that often goes unnoticed until it's too late: the time zone and medication trap, the third danger on our list. For those of us over the age of 65, managing medication schedules can become significantly more challenging when paired with the jet lag and time shifts that inevitably come with international adventures. The consequences of these disruptions, unfortunately, can be severe. Imagine Mr. Al-Khoury, an active 68-year-old who had been eagerly anticipating his Mediterranean cruise beginning in Barcelona. He had meticulously planned every part of his journey, ensuring it was filled with cultural explorations and scenic views. Yet, upon landing in Europe, Mr. Al-Khoury was about to learn a hard lesson about the synchronization of his medication schedule with local time. Customarily, back home in New York, he took his blood-thinning medication at precisely 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. daily, critical for his heart condition. However, the day he arrived in Europe, the combination of an overnight flight and a 6-hour time difference disrupted his well-established routine. Exhausted from travel and befuddled by the new time zone, Mr. Al-Khoury mistakenly took 2 doses within a 12-hour window, convinced in his jet-lagged state that he'd missed one. What followed was a harrowing experience of confusion and alarm, as he began to feel lightheaded and noticed unusual bruising. It wasn't until he sought the advice of a local doctor that Mr. Al-Khoury realized just how crucial sticking to his dosing schedule was, even while on vacation. He was lucky to have detected the misstep before serious complications occurred. His story is a vivid illustration of the medication traps that entangle so many travelers who, caught between time zones, inadvertently risk taking subtherapeutic doses or overdosing, particularly with medications that have a narrow therapeutic index. First and foremost, it's essential to consult your healthcare provider before embarking on your journey. Discuss your travel plans and ask them to help devise a time zone transition plan for your medications. This step is crucial as it allows your medication schedule to be adjusted gradually and strategically to fit the new local time, minimizing risks and keeping your health on track. Additionally, investing in a reliable pill organizer equipped with alarms can be a game changer. This simple yet effective tool will help you adhere to your designated schedule, no matter where you find yourself. The audible alerts can serve as a gentle but firm reminder, cutting through the fog of jet lag and the distractions of travel. Lastly, always have a list of your medications handy, preferably noting their generic names, not just brand names. This list can be invaluable not only for dosages, but also for interactions when seeking local medical assistance or refilling a prescription abroad. By taking these precautions, you can enjoy the incredible experiences that travel offers without compromising your health. Remember, just a little planning and the right tools can make all the difference. Fourth on our list is the travel insurance lie, a complex and often overlooked aspect of travel planning that can have serious financial repercussions, especially for travelers over the age of 65. While travel insurance is marketed as a necessity to provide peace of mind, the reality is that not all policies are as comprehensive or reliable as they may seem. This is especially true when it comes to the matter of pre-existing conditions. Insurance companies often employ a look-back period, which can range from 60 to 180 days before your policy start date. This critical time frame is used to assess any medical treatments, doctor visits, medication adjustments, or new prescriptions. Any changes during this period could result in the insurer categorizing the condition as pre-existing, thereby excluding coverage related to it. This means that if you've had a routine alteration in medication, even one as seemingly innocuous as a dosage adjustment, the insurance company might use this as a basis to deny your claims. Consider the perplexing ordeal faced by Ms. Thompson, a seasoned traveler in her late 60s with a penchant for exploring tapestry fairs across Europe. During her last trip, she encountered an unexpected setback. A routine adjustment in her cholesterol medication, prescribed just weeks before her escapade, had not crossed Ms. Thompson's mind as a potential hiccup. Embracing the allure of ancient textiles, she urgently required medical attention due to a sudden illness. Confident that her comprehensive travel insurance would shield her from substantial costs, she proceeded with the necessary treatments. However, upon filing her insurance claim, she was dismayed to discover that the fine print within her policy rendered her coverage null and void. Her seemingly benign medication adjustment, categorized as a pre-existing change during the look-back period, denied her the protection she believed would safeguard her adventures. The uncovered costs were a substantial financial burden that tarnished what should have been a cherished experience. Stories like Ms. Thompson's serve as a stark reminder of why understanding every clause within your travel insurance policy is not just essential, but imperative. Here's how you can protect yourself. First, engage in a thorough dialogue with potential insurers about their specific look-back periods and precisely how they define pre-existing conditions. Be meticulous in your inquiries. Ask whether any changes in prescription medication, regardless of the perceived significance, will affect your coverage. Secondly, prioritize policies that include medical evacuation coverage. This feature can be crucial, ensuring that in the event of a severe health incident, you can be safely transported to a medical facility equipped to address your needs without incurring astronomical costs. In the landscape of senior travel, being informed upfront and scrutinizing every detail of your travel insurance can make the difference between a serene journey and an unexpected ordeal. As we embark on new adventures, let's do so with clarity and awareness, ensuring our experiences abroad remain vivid memories unmarred by the undercurrents of unforeseen expenses. Armed with this knowledge, let's navigate the world with confidence and an assured peace of mind. Hidden danger number 5 is the physical endurance inflation. As much as we all like to believe that age is just a number, it's important to recognize that our physical stamina isn't quite what it used to be. Traveling at any age can be tiring, but for seniors, it demands even more foresight and planning. Travel involves more than just the exhilaration of exploring new places. It includes handling luggage, standing for extended periods in security lines, and navigating through crowded airports or train stations. Moreover, when you reach your destination, the adventure usually only ramps up. You might find yourself walking for miles to explore a historic city, climbing upstairs in places without elevators, or traversing uneven cobblestone streets. Such tasks, while mundane to younger adults, can quickly accumulate into what I like to call micro-fatigue, a condition that quietly saps energy reserves without you noticing. To illustrate this, let's talk about the Smith couple. They were seasoned travelers, having journeyed across continents since their early retirement. However, during a trip to Italy, their enthusiasm got the better of them. They began their day with a museum visit, followed by a vigorous walk through Rome, eager to soak in every historic site. By the afternoon, they felt a bit tired but pressed on, determined not to miss the sunset view from a renowned lookout. It was during their descent from the lookout that Mr. Smith, feeling the toll of the day, slipped on the cobblestones and fell. The diagnosis? A fractured bone, an unfortunate end to what was supposed to be a perfect day. The sheer exhaustion had compromised his ability to safely navigate the terrain. Such incidents underscore the importance of realistic planning. One key strategy to mitigate these risks is adhering to the 50% rule. This means planning for only half of what you think you can manage in a day. It's better to experience fewer attractions thoroughly than to rush through many and enjoy none. And don't forget, most airports and train stations offer wheelchair or mobility assistance, which can ease the physical toll of long distances and lengthy waits. Also, while it might be tempting to sport your most fashionable shoes for those lovely travel photos, prioritizing function over fashion can help prevent slips and ensure comfort through hours of exploration. Adequate footwear should provide good support and traction, particularly when walking on uneven surfaces. To make the most of your travels after 65, listen to your body. Respect its limits, plan wisely, and utilize all the assistance available. This isn't about curtailing your adventures, but enhancing them. So the next time you set out on a journey, remember that it's not about doing it all. It's about savoring what you do with comfort and safety. If this video has opened your eyes to a risk you didn't know about, please hit the like button. Subscribe for more in-depth advice on aging wisely. And let me know in the comments, which of these 5 dangers is the most surprising to you? We read every comment,